on to the pageantry, the majesticness, the wonderful Shelf Life Fantasy Draft number 4. This is the 4th annual Shelf Life Fantasy Draft. I am Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
I can't believe that we've done this 4 times, Rachel. I truly cannot. It is insane that we've done it this many times.
It's unfathomable. It's almost impossible.
But this is a podcast that normally is... I got it. I heard you. I understand. You gotta do the intro.
I'm sorry. It was dumb, but continue.
This is normally a podcast where a brother and sister team go through pop culture one at a time to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf. But right now we are in between volumes, and it is that time of year, my favorite time of year. Rachel, I don't know if it's your favorite time of year, but it's definitely mine. It's draft season for those that enjoy fantasy football. And because we are ugly Americans that love fantasy football, Rachel and I participate in fantasy drafts. I've been drafting since I was 9 years old. Is one of my favorite things to do, and so we decided, can we somehow make that part of our regular routine? So if you haven't heard the first 3 fantasy drafts that we've done, we do one every year. Go back and listen.
We use the subjects that we...
What have we done? So, I should mention how we do this. So we don't draft a fantasy football team necessarily. We typically will spin the wheel of fantasy.
Of
Rachel, please bring out the wheel. Please bring out the wheel. Wheel it out.
I have the wheel. I have it out.
Yeah, so she's ready to spin the wheel. We take the characters. Folks, if I'm explaining this again, might have new listeners. We have to explain.
Of course.
You may have new listeners. We take the wheel of fantasy, we spin it, and on the wheel are different genres or subjects. Scenarios that may come up in pop culture stories. Our first time we did it, we did a zombie apocalypse. Mm-hmm. We did a heist. We've done a superhero team. All with characters that we covered in the year previous on Shelf Life. So that's the game. That's the gimmick. And we draft them back and forth until we have a full listing. This year is different. It's a little special because normally we have the 2 volumes to work with that we've done over the previous year. This time we did an extra large volume of Shelf Life for Volume 5.
So it's an extra large fantasy pool.
An extra large board. Oh, the crowd is going nuts watching all of the characters file in.
Oh, yes.
They're all sitting in the green room waiting for their names to be called, and that's not just because the Incredible Hulk and Shrek are back there. Rachel, should we and some machines, yes.
No, I meant the green machines. I just was joking that they were both giant green men.
That's right. They are both giant green men. That is true. And the Ninja Turtles are back there, too.
A lot of green.
So there's a lot of green. A lot of green happening
Shigo. Who else wears green? Anyways,
that might be the extent of it, actually. The Riddler, Poison Ivy.
Yeah, see, there's way more than you were saying. Huh.
It's a giant board. Rachel and I have sheets of paper. We have reams of paper, miles long.
Oh, yeah.
I have my giant list here. We've extensively gone through the characters, but for those at home that may not remember all of the different subjects that we've covered over the past year, Rachel, why don't you run down a list of all of the subjects that we covered?
Not the characters, just the subjects.
Not the characters, just the subjects that we're going to be pulling from here for the 4th annual Shelf Life Fantasy Draft.
We have The Mummy, The Long Halloween, Poltergeist, Shrek, Doctor Who Season 1 of the new series. I was trying to figure out how to say that properly.
They always just call it Series 1.
Okay,
I think it's fair.
Doctor Who Series 1, Dr. No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 1, A Christmas Story, Streets of Rage, Parks and Rec Season 1, WrestleMania 13, Animal House, Iron Man.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, God.
Put this one on my
Please
list,
don't.
Too.
Oh, Jesus. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
10 Things I Hate About You. Community Season 1. The Incredible Hulk. Terminator. North by Northwest. Kim Possible. Totally Spies, Spy X Family, Master of Disguise.
I'm taking every character from Master of Disguise. I don't even care what the
assumed you
subject
would.
is. They're all going. They're all
I
going.
assumed you would, yes.
Mhm.
I think you forgot somebody. Where's the dog? I want the dog on there.
Oh, the cuteness?
Yes.
Okay. We'll put a last minute. Oh, here he comes. He's on the
Oh,
red
there
carpet.
he is. On the
Good,
skateboard and everything.
He's doing his famous falling down and pretending to be verklempt trick. It's great.
Great.
He's going to do it 5 times in the movie.
Probably. Mission Impossible, Secret War, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and The Bourne Identity.
A lot of spy stuff on there because we
Obvious.
did the Summer of Spies, but a ton
That's a lot. It's
of
a
subjects.
lot.
26 or something, I think. A crazy amount. That's the premise. We know our subjects. Now we have to decide, and the commissioner is coming up onto the stage now to announce the spinning of the wheel. He's going to spin the wheel for us, of
Yes,
course.
right.
So let's go to the commissioner. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 4th annual Shelf Life Fantasy Draft. I hope that you all are enjoying your stay here in this wonderful Shelf Life studio.
Shelf life, shelf life, shelf
Yes,
life, shelf
yes,
life.
thank you. We are going to start the festivities by spinning the wheel.
Wheel.
Oh, well,
Wheel.
actually, Rachel, you and I didn't go through what is on the wheel of
that's
fantasy.
true. This year, on the wheel, our first scenario possibility is Spy Team.
Okay, makes sense because we did the Summer of Spies.
Oh wait, I
Yes.
should do the. Our second subject. Oh, that also says Spy Team. Wait a minute.
That's interesting.
Wait a minute.
look
All
at
of them say Spy Team.
Are they all say Spy Team?
They all say Spy Team.
There's a little sliver there that does say fantasy football.
Oh, yeah,
team,
you're right. You're right.
But
That
the
one
rest
does,
of them
yeah,
all say.
that's right.
Like 95% of that wheel says Spy Team.
Spy
I don't know why
Team.
there are so many. There are so many pie slices there, but.
Do we get
interesting.
hacked?
Okay,
Is that the
I guess
next
we'll spin the wheel. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know what we're gonna get.
I don't either.
Very
Oh,
exciting.
it landed on fantasy foot. It moved. I'm sorry. It's Spy Team.
Spy Team.
Spy
Oh my
Team!
goodness. Who would have guessed? Yeah, folks, we just were like, we did Summer of Spies. Let's keep the theme going. We're doing a spy team. That's what the subject is going to be. That's the scenario. We have to put together a spy team. Because we were like, why not? We've got all these spies. Let's do it.
But
Now, here are the rules.
yes,
Here are the rules.
Let's go through the
Write
rules.
down the rules here. 8 picks apiece, potentially plus a double agent. You are building a spy team for any potential spy scenario. So not a specific mission where, like, I don't know, fucking Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You would be the best informant on the inside or something like that. You have to think more broadly of, like, you have to go on multiple missions with this spy team.
Right.
There are not, to be allowed, more than half of your team can be spies, actual spies. So you have to think outside the box a little bit. You can't do more than half the team. Are
It's
actual
very
spies.
exciting, though. I like this.
So we're going to do 8 rounds on that. I have to truly do research because clearly I missed some people on the board. I don't know how I missed a couple of them, but anyway.
That's okay.
Like
That's
Phil
all right.
LaFon, I got to put him down. Gold Dust.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's
Ooh,
a
now
great
that's
asset.
yes, that's an infiltrator
Great
right there.
asset.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, that's true. But yeah, we'll go back to the commissioner. He's going to announce it to the crowd. We will, in the meantime, take a short break, a word from our fake sponsors, and when we come back, we will begin the Spy Team Fantasy Draft edition here at the Shelf Life Fantasy Draft. The Shelf Life Fantasy Draft is brought to you by Cyberdyne Systems, Stark Industries, and Greendale Community College.
This episode of Shelf Life is sponsored by Treadstone. At Treadstone, we believe everyone deserves a fresh start, especially if they don't remember the last one. From Black Ops to Blank Slates, our patented behavioral modification services help turn ordinary citizens into highly trained, completely confused weapons of mass espionage. Whether you're waking up on a park bench in Zurich or sprinting across embassy rooftops wondering why you know Krav Maga, don't panic. That's just the Treadstone touch. Treadstone, because sometimes forgetting who you are is the best way to find out what you're capable of. Side effects may include amnesia, fluency in multiple languages, parkour, intense paranoia, and being hunted by your own government. Ask your handler if Treadstone is right for you.
Welcome back to the Shelf Life Fantasy Draft.
Oh, they are filing in here. They are waiting for one of us to be on the clock, Rachel. It is time
Who's it going to be?
for us to determine who will be the first pick for this year's Shelf Life Fantasy Draft, the Spy Edition. It being a Spy Edition, we have in studio here a message. We've gotten a dossier. So we thought we were done with dossiers after Born Identity, but we have another dossier here.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'm being handed a cassette tape.
Oh my god.
From one of the
This is
producers
amazing.
here. Rachel, do you have the cassette player out?
Oh, I
Can
think
you put it
I
in
think I have
and-
something that we could use. Yes. I'll
Okay,
plug it in.
perfect. If you don't mind putting it in so that we can hear what this is.
Agents Kevin and Rachel, welcome to Operation First Pick. Before you are two envelopes. One contains the clearance to act as Agent Alpha, first into the field. The other, Agent Bravo, forced to wait, react, and adapt. Select an envelope. Guard it closely. Do not open until instructed.
All right, that was ominous. Glad that happened. All right, I guess I'll take. Oh, there were two dossiers. Perfect. I'll take this one.
Well, I guess that means the other one's mine, so thank you.
Oh, okay. Glad that you took that one.
Oh, what's wrong with this one? What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Nothing.
Maybe I want the other one now.
All
Should we
right,
switch?
fine. I'll switch with you.
No, I don't want. No, because you seemed too easily switchable. I'm keeping this one. This one's mine.
All right.
Very well. Agents, on my mark, you will open your files. The contents will determine the fate of your draft, and possibly the free world. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right. I don't know how it knew how much time to wait.
I don't know. It's
to
kind of
say
amazing.
that again.
Kind of loved that. That was creepy and gross, and I liked it.
Yeah, it's very strange. Okay, I'm opening the envelope.
Agent Kevin, you have drawn Agent Bravo. Your role,
Son of a bitch.
patience, calculation, and entirely
It doesn't
at
know
the
me at
mercy
all.
of Agent Rachel,
Yeah,
your
of course.
Agent Alpha. You have first
Yeah.
pick. The mission
That's what she thinks.
begins now.
Great. Okay, so Rachel has drawn the first pick in the
Yeah,
Shelf Life
let's
Fantasy
go!
Draft for the spy team. Let's go to the commissioner. She's gonna be on the clock.
Wait, now
Ladies
I'm
and
nervous.
gentlemen, with the first pick, we will go over to Team Rachel. She
Rachel.
is on the clock. Okay, here we go, Rachel. You are on the clock. It's very exciting. The fantasy draft has begun. You've got a whole strategy here. Do you want to explain kind of
did.
what you've done
Okay.
here to try to figure out how to make a well-rounded team?
My strategy.
We should explain for people that haven't been,
course.
that are newer listeners. Rachel usually tends to do a lot of strategy into
bit more
making a
strategist.
well-rounded team.
Yes.
And I go for pure chaos. So let's see what Rachel has decided on this time.
So I've written down typical spy roles in a team, and I'm kind of going off of that to figure out the best possible characters to have on said team. Would you like to know the roles in which I am?
I suppose.
going?
I mean, I don't want you to feel like you're giving away anything to me. I've got my own thoughts of how I've kind of broken stuff out, but I mean, feel free
I
if
don't
you're willing
mind.
to share.
If the listeners also want to participate, they can either go off of my
Sure.
my
Do
roles.
this at
They can
home,
do whatever
folks.
they want. They can go
Yeah.
by what Kevin is going by. I am doing the leader, the tech expert, the muscle, the infiltrator, the wild card, the handler, the analyst, and the newbie.
All right, so that's how Rachel's trying to devise her team, and that you got a wide open board, Rachel, with all of
I
those subjects. It is
know.
a crazy amount. What is going to be your first pick?
I feel like I have to start off with a true spy. Someone who I think is a very well-rounded spy who could be a leader as well as fit into any role necessary as seen fit here. And I am going to go with my first pick, Lloyd Forger.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I did not see that coming. Lloyd Forger going to team Rachel. Here he comes up on stage right now. Oh, he's choking the commissioner. I don't think that we expected that.
Why would that happen? What did the commissioner do? Was he a mark?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh,
he might have been.
that's
I don't
fair.
know.
That's fair.
This was his way to get in. All right. Oh, the commissioner's okay. He's okay.
Oh, okay. It was
This
a
is
joke.
This is a joke that
that's
went
funny.
went a little too far. Lloyd Forger goes over to Rachel. All right, I'll cross him off my list. Where did I have him? I had him here. All right, so Lloyd Forger over to Rachel, which means that it is now my pick. Right. Like you, Rachel, I am going to go with a spy for my first pick. I am going to go with someone that I want to lead the team.
Fair.
A spy master, if you will. Someone that controls everything that's going on.
Okay.
And quite frankly, there is no one better than the traitor himself, Nick Fury.
Ooh.
Nick Fury.
Okay. I actually had Nick down for something else, potentially. But
Oh, really?
that
What did you
feels
have
like
him
a
down
good
for?
pick. A double agent.
Oh, interesting. Okay. No, I think when you're talking about needing someone that can man the entire mission,
Oh, fair.
no matter how dirty it might be,
That too. That's true.
Nick Fury is your guy. So I'm going with Nick Fury. Now, he already, of course, because I have to deal with it, it might be a little contentious. We might
Right.
have some issues here with Nick being in charge. But you can't always be nice, and he gets the best out of all those superheroes, so maybe he'll get the best out of the rest of my team. So Nick Fury is my number one pick.
I figured there wasn't
Okay.
really like a real oh, everybody wants Superman. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean, Superman and Sonic the Hedgehog, that couple years ago, it was like the obvious pick was
Right.
Superman. Like, it was a superhero team, and we had done Superman. Like, of course he was going to go number one.
Of course.
So it's back to me, and I've got Nick Fury as my spy master. So I have to decide where I want to go next. I'm going to go with what do I want to do here? This is very difficult.
It is
It's already very
difficult.
difficult.
I know.
I kind of want to go tech expert, but I can already tell that could be an issue. Well, I want to see what Rachel does over there. I'm going to take my field leader here. I'm going to take someone that I want to be in charge of the operation.
Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, you didn't
All
tell
right.
us your list. You made me tell my list, but
Well, I mean, I have a spy master, a handler. I had an intel guy, which I'm kind of thinking of combining the intel with the tech expert. I think that they could possibly do the same thing.
that's fair.
I had a spy catcher, someone that is adept at catching other spies if we need
Interesting.
that. Cryptologist, someone that I think can get in the heads of, understand symbols, but then also kind of get in the heads of people. I think that that's important.
Fair.
Double agent, assets, someone that can work almost as a seductive person, an informant. I think that that's important. Muscle, now that you had that one, I thought was a good one to also include. And then operations experts, people that have maybe a military background or some sort of like fighting style background, that can do the work that a spy needs to do.
Sure.
And then a field leader, of course.
Of course.
So this one I'm going to go with as a field leader. They've got some special operations background as well.
Okay.
I'm looking at a few different people for this, Rachel. I'm looking at Ethan Hunt.
Ooh, okay.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm looking at Black Widow.
Ooh, another good one.
I'm looking at Captain America. I think that all three of those could make very good field leaders.
Sure.
I'm trying to have some fun with this, and I want one that's not necessarily a spy. Gonna be a little interesting with this character with Nick Fury, but I also think that this character could end up being an asset.
Okay.
could end up being good in the field in other ways. And that's why I am taking Rick O'Connell from The Mummy.
Rick O'Connell. Yes. Okay.
I think he can be a good spy. I think it's a underrated potential out of that character. So Rick O'Connell is my second pick.
All right.
Over to you, Rachel.
Oh, second pick. Okay. Oh my God, what do I want to go with here? This is hard because I'm like, oh, I don't want to miss somebody. But Rick O'Connell was a good one. I also had him as a potential on my list. I don't want to say too much, just in case that we bring it over. But I'm kind of thinking I want somebody who can infiltrate, who can be a face, right? Who can kind of do something and like with their looks and are charismatic and can kind of do what they need to on the inside. I have a couple of people for this one. I don't know if I should just tell you. I guess I could tell you. You were like telling me.
I mean, I
more
told you what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So give a little insight to the people.
I have a couple of very different ones. I'm kind of thinking of a couple of thieves in a sense that would definitely help out in this because they like to use their charisma to get their way when they're not, their personality. We have Catwoman and Captain Jack Harkness on my list here for the infiltrator.
Rachel's sexifying her team. Is her
Sometimes
thought.
you got to, though, to get this to work.
I can't imagine Lloyd Forger getting along with either of them, but especially Captain Jack.
Jack would be hitting on him all the time.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And Catwoman is already like yours, so
me?
I think that would work, and I think it's okay.
That's true.
Are you hitting on me? So I don't but the problem is I'm trying to figure out, who would work best with Lloyd and also work as a good infiltrator. They're both thieves in their rights, they've both been on either side of that sword of being technically the bad guy as well as the good guy. I mean, Jack is a little less so. He's kind of always the good guy, but if you want to think of it that way. I do because he was the thief in that episode that we met him, right?
It's a big decision, Rachel.
It is a big decision. I think I'm going to go with my infiltrator being Catwoman because she has those sets of skills that I think would actually work better in this. She can be the face.
She got the slip on Batman quite a lot in the Long Halloween.
She can get out of there if she needs to. So she can get in, infiltrate, and get out whenever she needs to. And I think that works
the
well
Mafia.
for her. Exactly. So I'm going to go Catwoman.
Okay, so Rachel right now has Lloyd Forger and Catwoman. Catwoman, of course. Remote, we couldn't get Catwoman to come. She thought it was going to be some sort of sting operation, so she is not here. But yeah, you can see the highlights there. There's her kissing Batman. It's her hitting
Dressed
Batman.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Sneaking away.
Great.
It's great. Good job.
So, Rachel, your third pick, we just keep going here. You've got Lloyd Forger and Catwoman as your spy team so far.
I know, yes. This is, it's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's how that works.
Oh my God, what do I want to go with next? I have some interesting choices, I feel like.
See, now the game, Rachel has to think about what am I going to do?
I know, I don't know, and that's the problem. I think I want to go with my muscle next.
Okay.
And I have a spy character or from a spy genre for this, as well as definitely not a spy genre. And I think I want to go with the spy in this case. It's an interesting muscle. The one definitely shows off her muscles. The other one is incredibly strong but doesn't look it. Would you like to know who I'm going towards?
What were they again? You were saying that one looks like muscle and one doesn't.
Yes, but is incredibly strong herself.
Herself.
Yes.
Huh.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
I love that.
I do not know.
Okay. I can't go for Yor because I have Lloyd. He can't know that she's also an assassin. That's just not how that's going to work.
That's true.
Right?
That's kind of part of
he
the
does know
thing,
that she's outrageously strong and knows like her own She can handle herself. But I don't think it's going to work in this situation. I'm surprised you don't have any guesses for that one, but okay.
Well, I mean, by saying that it could be Kim, could be one of the Totally Spies, could be Jane Smith, for all I know. She handled herself in that movie. Could be Mother Disguisey. You know,
That's
she
true.
had that big ass.
She does have that big ass. I'm going actually between Shigo and China on this one. Yes.
Interesting.
I know.
Interesting.
I know.
Now both of them stand out in a crowd.
They do, but they are the muscles. So if I need them, they kind of
That's
just have
true.
to come in arms swinging. That's okay.
Arms akimbo.
And they're intimidating. I want them to both be a bit intimidating to
There.
whoever I might have to fight.
Both
And I
both
have
quite
no idea
intimidating.
who to go
I'm
with
intimidated
here.
by them.
I feel like this is a difficult one for me to choose between because it's like one of them now I have less spies that I can choose from, and the other is just big, quiet, brooding China. And I do love China, but I think I have to go with Shigo
Hey.
because I think she will, as much as she is on the bad guys' team in Kim Possible.
Right.
She kind of will work for whoever she deems.
You think as long as she's getting paid, she doesn't care who she's
Yes,
working for.
that is correct.
Okay. It's an assumption. Because she's
assumption.
working for Dr. Draken in the episode that
That
we
is
covered.
true.
But
That is true.
I could definitely catch that from her vibe that
It's the same
she's
thing
kind
as
of a
Catwoman-esque,
mercenary.
you know? I
Yeah.
feel like they'd get along in that kind of sense.
I think that she has enough clout in her or whatever,
She's got
what
enough
have
gumption.
you to. Yeah, that she could that she'd work for
Lloyd.
She'd do it. She'd do it. Okay, so Rachel has made her third pick. She has 2 spies on the team and 1 non-spy, even though Catwoman is kind of a gray area.
That's a gray area, but you know what? She's not from her
but she's
Spy
not-
Summer, so it counts.
She's not from Spy Summer, so she doesn't count.
Thank
That's
you.
correct.
Thank you.
That is a that's kind of a loophole.
It is.
I want someone that can interrogate
Ooh, okay.
anyone that we might happen to catch and draw out ideas, symbols, that kind of thing from who we might have as part of like side missions here
course.
on a bigger mission, things
Yes.
like that. So I'm looking for a good interrogator. And when you look at the list of people that we have here, Rachel, there are several people that could be interrogators and do a good job of it. We somehow didn't see a lot of interrogation scenes in the Summer of Spies outside of Secret War. Mm-hmm. There's plenty that could do it. Roger Thornhill's got the charisma for it.
It's true.
We know James Bond can do it based on Dr. No. He did it a bit in that.
Of course.
But that might be, more. He might be capable of more than, of course, as well. Eddie from Mr. and Mrs. Smith comes
Yes.
to mind. I think he would be a good interrogator because he would just confuse people by talking very quickly.
Oh, that's definitely a way to do it.
But what better than to have an interrogator who can not only get into someone's head figuratively, but literally.
Oh.
And that's why, with the third pick in the Shelf Life Fantasy Draft, I am selecting Tangina from Poltergeist.
I love that. It's amazing. You know, I was in my head. I was like, it's either Tangina or it's Anya. I'm like, you got 2 people there.
I had
who can
Tangina
get
and
into-
Anya
who can
on
get
the
in the
list
heads.
there, and I went with Tangina for the fun of it.
We
Mr.
love her.
Fury, you just a big, tall drink of water, aren't you, child? Oh, and
Ooh,
this
she would
Rick
do
O'Connell
that.
over here,
Another
too.
one.
It's like I'm the meat in this hunk sandwich, y'all.
Yes.
So
That's
I drafted her just to be
amazing.
able to do that bit. Thank
That
you
is
very
amazing.
much.
Thank you. Beautiful choice.
Thank you.
That might
Thank
be-
you. Oh, there she is, ladies and gentlemen, Tangina. Ah, look at her. The crowd is going crazy. Oh, y'all just love me up here, don't you? Oh, this is so wonderful, y'all.
I think that's the pick of the draft right there.
Yeah, I mean, who better? Who better
That's beautiful.
than
Beautifully
to
done.
be able to interrogate? I mean, she's got a very calming presence, and she knows if they're
does.
lying to her because she can read minds,
Right.
allegedly. She might be a fraud, but I think she's got some sort of psychic ability.
I mean, she
so,
can help ghosts, so I would imagine she can do something.
Yeah, you would think so. So right now I've got Rick O'Connell, Tangina, and Nick Fury as my team. I gotta say, Rachel, that's a
hell of a
pretty
team.
stacked cast.
I like it.
I thought about going with Anya because I think Rick O'Connell would have a very fatherly or,
Ooh, he
or,
would.
or
That would've been
uncle type
adorable.
relationship with Anya that could be very cute. I think Tangina's experience
Almost Last
wins
of Us
out
type
here.
of thing going on there.
Because I think that the problem with Anya would be she's going to be unreliable on the missions. She doesn't know what she's doing, so even though she
yes.
might be able
That's
to turn to
understandable.
Nick and be like, "He's liar" or whatever, like that's not gonna help as much as Tangina might be able to.
You just have a bunch of fun uncles in Anya. That's all we need, you know.
Yeah, Anya on a spy team with like Rick O'Connell, Nick Fury, Wolverine. Like
Yes, that sounds
that's a
amazing.
show in itself.
That sounds
yeah, of course.
amazing.
And it's her just prancing around in
Yes.
the opening credits again as they're murdering
And they're all
everyone.
like, she sits on everybody's shoulders at some point. It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm surprised Rachel hasn't done this yet.
Oh god, I'm scared now because he might steal somebody from me. I feel like this is happening.
So I've
crap.
got two different things that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Actually, 3. Maybe I'll do this and see where she goes because I've got one in particular that I kind of want.
Okay.
And then there's a couple where I've got other options that she might not have even thought about. I'm going to do something first here and see what she does in the 4th and 5th round. I want an asset. I want someone that, like you're saying, Rachel, can infiltrate. I want someone that can use their ways to persuade people. I want someone that can maybe morally ambiguous. Maybe you don't know what they're thinking.
Okay.
And that's why I am going to go with, and on this list of people, I have Anaxunamun.
Of course.
I've got
Anaxinyamun.
Jane. I've got John and Jane Smith.
That's
I think
fair.
that they both could do that.
Okay.
Ralphie.
Ralphie's a good one, I feel like, in this situation.
I think he could infiltrate. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Otter from Animal House. A lot of different choices.
You do
here.
have a lot of choices on this one. This one's going to be a difficult one, I think, for you.
But one stands above the rest, and I'm going to pick another spy. Eve Kendall. Eve Kendall is my choice. North by Northwest, Eve
Yes,
Kendall.
I like
I
that.
think
She is
I
a
think
very good
she-
infiltrator, honestly.
she's very good at
Fantastic
infiltrating.
at
She
this.
was nervous
Twice she did that.
but she got the job done. That's right. She tricked Van Damme and Thornhill.
That's right.
So I am going to pick her, and
a good one. I
Tangina
like
will
it.
enjoy having Eve. Oh my goodness! Look at you! You just a ray of sunshine over here. So Eve Kendall, I
love the fact.
think Nick will be nice enough to Eve. There potential love story there between Rick O'Connell and Eve Kendall.
Interesting.
Do I hear wedding bells? So that's my choice. Eve Kendall as my 4th pick on my spy team. Back to you, Rachel.
I love to think that you only got Tangina just so you can continuously do her voice for everybody who now joins your team, and it's wonderful, and I like it.
Well,
It's
sort
fine.
of, yes. I mean, I had Tangina circled
Uh-huh.
and with like a star next to her. Yeah, she was my secret weapon. Secret weapon. It's Tangina. Just like I took Squealer last year. To be, sometimes you just got to take these characters their talents are there. They just haven't been utilized properly.
That's right.
So I've got 2 spies on my team.
You have 2 spies.
You've got Shigo, Lloyd Forger, and Catwoman. So you also have 2 spies.
I do.
There are a lot of spies left that we haven't taken.
Well, we can
but
only take
that's
4,
part of
though.
the fun.
That's the thing. You can only take 4. So you
Right.
have to be careful with who you take.
I'm surprised that you didn't take Bruce Banner as your muscle, Rachel. He is literally the Incredible Hulk.
He is literally just a giant muscle. But if you think about the Incredible Hulk,
Very unstable.
He's unstable and he's not
Yeah.
confident and sure of himself. So I felt
That's
like
true.
it wasn't the right fit for what I have
For a
here.
spy
I
team,
need
yeah.
confidence. And right now, my team exudes confidence.
Sure.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
it just bleeds
that's,
it.
That's true. Very arrogant, this
They're
team.
very arrogant. Each one of them in their own right has the right to be arrogant. Anyways. Oh god, I hate this because I just never know who I want to go with next, especially since I'm like always nervous that you're going to take somebody that I'm like thinking about or wanting to work with.
That is the game.
It is the game. That is absolutely the game. I think
Talk it out.
Well, okay, so I'm thinking I want to go with somebody who could be a potential handler, who could be a potential tech expert, a potential analyst. This person kind of
Versatile is what you're
is very
what you're looking
versatile.
at.
This character is very versatile, and I feel like could be handy to have on this team. Definitely could be in the ears of everyone on this team as well, and they could use them to get what they need or get the information. They could potentially hack into things. All of this type of stuff is what I'm kind of going for, I think, with this character. And that character is Jarvis.
Jarvis. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So you have an AI on your team.
I have an AI on my team.
Okay.
Because I even think that they can kind of, rein in and handle each one. They can they give out the mission needs.
Yeah, you're talking about like
truly
giving out the information.
Yes.
And that's one I did not think of. I did not think of using Jarvis in that way. But yes,
So I'm
that is
bringing
true.
Jarvis in.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Jarvis as the hand. I could see that. Like, we have another mission for you, Mr. Forge, or whatever.
Right.
Sure.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Let's do a recap of the teams, and then we'll take a quick break since we are halfway through already. We are flying through
Let's go.
the spy teams here. Rachel has Lloyd Forger, Catwoman, Shigo, and Jarvis. I have Nick Fury, Rick O'Connell, Tangina, and Eve Kendall as my first half of my spy team. When we come back, after a quick break from our fake sponsors, we'll get into the second half. Rachel and I need to regroup a little bit here. People need to get some more concessions, get some more snacks. It's draft day. You got to get some snacks. You got to, open up some cold ones,
Yeah.
insult your friends and
Root
family
beers.
that are in the league with you, all that good stuff. Has your career taken a terrifying left turn into a turtle shell of shame? Introducing the Dana Carvey Career Recovery Center, where we believe every impression deserves a second chance. Call now. Want to sound like the world? Come to Dana Carvey Career Recovery Center, where no one knows what you're saying, including us. Now we will be accepting applications into the Career Recovery Center for all of those that are lonely. We will try out all new impressions one more time where they can be loved once more. And no one will know what you're saying, including us. The Dana Carvey Career Recovery Center, where careers look for a second chance. He's still here. Waiting. Call now. Please call. Shelf Life is not responsible for any accidents attempted during the time at the Dana Carvey Career Recovery Center, or for Dana Carvey.
Welcome back to the Shelf Life Fantasy Draft.
We're back here at the Shelf Life Studios. The crowd's going crazy. We are halfway through the Shelf Life Fantasy Draft, the 4th annual version. Rachel is back on the clock here. We are in round 5 already. We are flying through the draft. We only have 4 more rounds to go, plus potentially 1 more if we wanted to do a special 9th round. But Rachel, your team has been composed. It's been dialed in. What are you thinking for your 5th round pick?
Well, I'm thinking I need somebody who can work with Jarvis. I need somebody who's really good at cracking codes and puzzles. Somebody who has multiple languages under their belt. I want somebody who's smart. They might be a bit of a newbie when it comes to this kind of work, but I think that they actually do well under pressure. They can be, very useful, but they might just be in the person in the van, if you kind of think of it that way, I think, with the way that they are. Now, the funnier thing is that you also picked somebody from the same subject. You picked somebody from the same subject that I was looking at this person.
Interesting.
I have a few different people. I think maybe I might end up with some stuff that overlaps, which is fine. It works out. So I think for my 5th pick, I am going to go with Evie.
Evie. Okay.
Because she can just talk to Jarvis. She doesn't have to know how to use computers. It's fine.
She doesn't even know what a computer
But she
is.
is
It's fine.
She's got languages under her belt. She's very good at
does.
puzzles and cracking
I know
codes.
ancient Egyptian and hieroglyphics. Yes.
I feel
Yes.
like she could work that all together into this.
Yeah, and in the field, you might not be able to use Jarvis to the full extent.
we need another
having
brain.
someone that knows that.
Yes. It's in her blood to be adventurous as well. So I think it works.
She is a librarian. So Evie goes the second from the mummy, like you said, Rachel.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is,
It's kind of
yeah.
funny.
I had Evie on my list also. I had her as a potential handler
Ooh,
because of the fact that she can interpret
That's
all
kind of why
the...
I'm mixing them together a little bit because I feel like
Yeah.
they actually could be like a nice team. She could probably even useful, very useful.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm looking at the board now, and I'm just thinking about the fact that some of the greatest spies in history have not been selected because obviously we're trying to make a team, and if you have all of the greatest spies together, it either could
butt
be
heads.
the greatest team or they might butt heads because
Yeah.
you got Jason Bourne, Ethan Hunt, James Bond, even though it's the James Bond from Dr. No, still on the board.
Dr. No himself could be an interesting one. Now there
Dr.
you go.
No
That's
himself.
a wild card.
But all of these spies are still out there. There's one character that I have on here that I thought Rachel might take, and I had a backup plan just in case she did. I have another character on here that, now that I'm thinking about it,
You're making me
Is it-
nervous. You're
is it
making me nervous.
are they too unstable to select? So I'll talk about this one. I had Harvey Dent
Ooh.
down as a spy catcher
Interesting.
because
I like
think
this.
he's got all the skills to be able to bring in these mafiosos, these supervillains. I think he would be decent as a spy catcher, someone that like if something goes wrong, he's internal affairs. But is he too unstable
Sure.
for this type of work? So that's
I have
where
another
I'm,
one that
I'm
I thought you were
pausing.
going to go with here.
For what, the spy catcher?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be upfront. The other one that I have down as that is the Terminator.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
the problem with
all
the
right.
Terminator, the problem with the Terminator is he is programmed to murder human beings.
Right.
However, if you can program him, you can. It can be a pretty
Focus. You gotta
useful
focus.
character to have. Yeah, he's focused because he has missions. He's good at missions.
Right.
But then I go back to the idea of like, should I get some actually good spies here where we have spies? Now the problem with some of these spies is James Bond, he was on vacation. He seemed to be pretty good at what he did, but from what we saw of him in Dr. No, him and Nick Fury are not going to get along.
I don't think they would.
Jason Bourne is the type of spy he doesn't really. I don't think he would take orders from Fury either.
I don't think
that's
he would.
a problem.
That would be a problem. He'd tell
He
him to take a
wants to be
hike.
left alone.
Right.
He wants to be left alone. If I had a rogue spy team, if I had a spy team where like Ethan Hunt was in charge of it, I think maybe Jason would be okay with it. But having to work for Shield,
Right.
I don't know if Jason would be
He's
fine
not-
with
he
that
doesn't
because
really
of
like
what
named,
Treadstone did.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, those named businesses where they're just like, I don't know.
So similar thoughts with Ethan Hunt because of what transpired with Mission Impossible. Would he be okay working for Nick Fury and Shield? So then I have to think about who would be okay working for Fury. So I'm going to go with an intel analyst here. Should I wait? No. I'm gonna
God,
go
you
with
are
an intel
making
analyst
me
here.
so nervous because I keep.
I'm-
I have like a couple people in mind that you're gonna go for right now, and I'm just curious to see.
I'm between two. I'm gonna see if
you
they
want to
come
talk
back
about?
to
You
me.
actually want to say who the two are?
Do you want me to tell you?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know if I can tell you. I don't know if I can tell you.
It's all right. It's fine.
I'm gonna see what you do first before I tell you. I'm going to go with my intel analyst here, someone that I think will be a useful asset, even though they're a bit unreliable.
Oh,
I
interesting.
think they can take orders from Fury a bit, or at least they will be able to get along with Fury enough from what we saw of them in their respective movie. And that's why I'm going with an intelligence analyst, surveyor, and hacker, Tony Stark.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. See, I kept thinking that Tony would be a little too ostentatious for my spy team. I want them to be able to be quiet. And he likes
agreed.
to be the center of attention.
100% agreed, but that's sometimes the best cover. Tony
Fair.
Stark goes to a ball with Tangina on his arm, or Eve Kendall.
Yes.
That's good cover.
That's good
That's
cover.
good cover. So he is ostentatious. Nick purposely did not select him for the Secret War.
That's also true.
But there are certain missions where I think he could come in handy. And if he is going to be too ostentatious, you sit his ass at home, make him do the intelligence work. So I know he might not be up for it, but that's where I'm going. Tony Stark.
All right. Wow, I like it.
Okay, so was that my 5th pick?
That was 6?
Or was that my 4th? 5th. 1,
Fifth.
2, 3, 4, 5. And now I do get the 6th
Yes.
pick. Okay. Oh boy, I was not prepared for that. Well, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet because it's between a couple, and getting Tony, I'm going to be real here.
Yeah.
She still might be on my board
Okay.
because I can always take them and use them in different ways. I thought Annie Edison would make a good intel analyst.
I could see it. She's a bit of a
but
perfectionist.
she still might be.
She's very eye for details. I could see
Yeah,
it.
so she's still on my board. But I don't want to take 2 of those roles back to back. I need, other than Rick, I don't have anybody that can do the gritty, beat 'em up work outside of Iron Man. And to your point, Rachel, a little ostentatious for some spy work. He could do some, but not too much, or you wouldn't be able to get in and out.
Sure.
So I need someone that can get in and out. I need someone that can do anything, according to her theme song. And that's why I'm going with
I love
Kim
it.
Possible.
Yes. You got Kim on the board. I had her just in
So,
case I wanted her, but I figured
well,
you were going to end up taking her on
It's just
me.
like I figured that was Kevin's first round
I
pick.
thought she was going to be your first round pick. I really did. I'm not even joking.
So after 6 rounds, I have Nick Fury, Kim Possible, Eve Kendall as my 3 spies. My 3
spies.
Tony Stark, Tangina, and Rick O'Connell. My spy team, ladies and gentlemen, my spy team.
Yes.
Rachel, back over to you. You have Lloyd Forger, Shigo, Jarvis, Catwoman, and Evie. Who else is going to join your spy team?
Okay. Well, I kind of figure I do want another spy.
Okay.
They might be a bit of a wild card. However,
Oh.
the way he works is useful. He might not remember everything, but at least he kind of has that instinct to do what he needs to do and do what is right by what he feels and if he trusts the people around him.
Sure.
I feel like I have to take him before he goes I don't think he can be on your team. Like, we were just discussing this. But I feel like with my team, he has those people that I think he could look at and trust or utilize, and it would work well. But he is a bit of a wild card just because he does want to be left alone. And I'm going to go with Jason Bourne.
Excellent. Yeah, Jason Bourne, clearly very good at this spy stuff, but may not know what he's doing or who
So he
he's working
kind of needs
for, but
somebody to at least move him
needs some
around,
guidance
wrangle
there.
him.
He might trust Jarvis.
I
You don't
figured
know.
Lloyd actually would be somebody he could look at and maybe connect with a little bit. I also
Sure.
thought Evie might be his woman that he wants to protect type of deal. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's also
yeah.
intelligent. I liked that.
One of these greatest spies had to go off the board. Jason Bourne and Nick Fury and Lloyd Forger all off the board there. It's hard to have these multiple great spies on the same team. That's a difficult thing to do.
Right. Okay.
We only have 2 main picks left here, Rachel. So these are important. This is rounding out your
very
team. So we are in the
important.
7th round. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm kind of thinking I need gadgets. I need tech. I need
And I
somebody.
took away Tony Stark.
And you took away Tony Stark, so I don't really have the money now. But I think that's okay because
There's someone on there with a lot of money still.
Are you just talking about Batman?
Yes. I'm talking about Batman. It's got a lot of money.
Sure. I was kind of thinking of the people who can, build it up, work it, make these things, or do them on the fly if necessary, right? Work with what they get.
Vader. Yeah.
Vader's so good at that. It's it's so hard not
He
to
can't
take
be a
him.
spy because he's too wide.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's the problem with him.
It's Vader
Yeah.
time, but right now it's not Vader time. Damn it, now I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I have a few.
You were looking for tech. You were looking for gadgets.
No,
but
I know
you
what
don't
I'm.
have
I know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
doing.
money.
It
Yeah.
just made me laugh because that's just all I could think then. So I have a couple people on my list, and I can either go with my final spy, or
Rachel is allowed one more spy.
right, I can only have one more, or I go with somebody who's a little bit different, kind of a lot different. They have the mind to build things and put their gadgetry together, and also can fight. So I'm either going with somebody who will give me gadgets and not fight, or can do gadgets and fight. This is where I'm kind of
Interesting.
at.
Well, what? Okay, who are they?
They're also both young, so it's like I want to make sure that they have somebody that's going to, kind of be the figure that keeps them in line. Wade, my man in the van, who can give me some really cool gadgetry.
Sure.
Oh, it's interesting that you say
Well,
it that way.
because I'm thinking you've got Jarvis. So do you need a Wade?
Okay. Oh,
And you've
that's
got
true.
Jarvis.
That's true. So
That's
then,
my thought.
so
That's my
then
thought. But you're
I
right.
have-
He does provide gadgetry like a Q.
He really
And
does.
Jarvis does not do that. So
But another person who or I should say another character who can create things on the fly, who can look at engineering and just like
I
fix
thought you
it
were
up.
thinking of Shredder.
Well, it might be from the same pool.
Oh,
I was thinking
that's
of
interesting.
Donatello.
Interesting. Okay, and he can fight.
And he can fight.
Yes.
So I actually think I will go
Come on,
with
guys! I built this fan out of a box of scraps.
so he might
built this in a sewer with a box of scraps.
which is true.
We haven't done that in a while because volumes 5 that didn't happen
Man.
this year.
Jeez.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So, but I do think I think I'm gonna go with Donatello. Now, there are others that I could probably go with here that can, hand out the gadgetry. I kind of wanted someone who could build it though, or do something on the fly, or manipulate things if they're out in the field themselves. So, like, I don't want somebody like Jerry, and I don't want somebody.
Although that could be your comic relief spy. It's having, damn it, Jerry.
Of course. So I think I'm gonna lock in, and I'm gonna go with Donatello.
Donatello. Okay, that's a good job. I did not think of how I could use the Ninja Turtles properly, and that's a good use
Thank
of
you.
Donatello.
Thank you.
use
I
of Donatello.
thought I had a good list going this year. I was very ready. Surprisingly, I'm
Rachel
never
was
ready
very
for
ready.
anything, and I was actually ready for this.
I've got 3 roles that I kind of want to fill, although Tony Stark gives me some leeway on a couple of things. I'm looking at someone that can be your informant, your infiltrator. So I've got a couple of choices for that. I still like the idea of having a spy catcher. I still like the idea of having someone that's surveillance / intel with Tony Stark, because I think that that's an underrated aspect.
Of course.
So right now, I'm looking at my informants, and I've got Donkey. The problem with
on
Donkey
my
is he
list,
doesn't
you know?
shut the hell up.
I actually have Donkey on my list.
So the problem, though, is that while I think he'd be a good informant, because who's gonna know about who's gonna
bel-
suspect this
A
CGI donkey?
That's right.
Yeah,
You don't know he
but
talks.
he doesn't know how to not talk.
Right.
Right. That's a problem. I've
I
got
mean,
Jeff
actually,
Winger.
if you think about it, I'm gonna do a bit of an actually, just because at the beginning, when she was trying to sell him off as a magical creature, he knew to shut up at that moment.
He did.
It was only when he started to fly that he freaked out. It was like, oh my god! And then they all
That's
knew
true.
to
He
talk.
did know to shut up. I'll give you credit, Rachel. He did know to shut up at that moment.
Yes.
So potentially, He would do it. I think the problem is he'd get so enthusiastic about Nick Fury giving him like a role on the team
That he gets to be a
like, oh my god,
spy.
we're gonna go do this. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and he'd like freak out about it. He'd like blow the mission. I could see him blowing the mission. Speaking
I
of
could
blowing
also
the mission,
see though Kim Possible or Tangina like being very comforting to
Coaxing
Donkey.
him,
Yeah,
yes,
and then so he'll
sure.
just kind of calm down a little bit. I could see that.
yes, 100%. And now you're swaying me a bit toward Donkey.
Even
I
Eve.
also
Even
have-
Eve could do it. Yeah.
I've also got Jeff Winger on the list as an informant. He's suave.
Ooh, okay.
I don't have a good suave spy. Eve Kendall is as close as I come. And Tony can be suave,
I
but
could
he's
see
more
that.
Smarmy.
Smarmy. But so is
Rick O'Connell, so is Rick. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I've got these guys that have it there, but to convince people,
convincing people. I got you.
Jeff
Bit of
Winger,
ma-
Jeff
bit of
Winger's
manipulative-
got it in spades here with Jeff. And then I've also got Bluto as an informant because I think as the everyman,
God.
Bluto can really get in. And you saw him.
Wow.
You saw some of his spy work when he went into the dean's office, and he was able to infiltrate that really well. Running back and
suppose.
forth on the quad. Mm-hmm. So this is the problem that I have. Now the right answer I think is Jeff Winger. The fun answer is Bluto or Donkey. And this is why this is so hard. This
I'm
is very
surprised you didn't
difficult.
pick anybody from Streets of Rage. Because you think
So
about
the
it,
Streets of-
Blaze also is she
Blaze
was coming
could-
off of actually having to infiltrate. She
was undercover.
She
yeah,
was undercover.
She was undercover. So Blaze is also a possibility, and she knows how to fight. Yeah, she was undercover, wasn't she?
So I mean, we could keep going through that. There's a lot of people here that we could have you work with on this one. You could even take Patrick from 10 Things I Hate About You. Right? At first he was undercover, just trying to manipulate and
undercover in a
see if
way,
he can't
yes.
get Kat to, loosen up a little bit.
This is making my decision even tougher.
I'm so
because we're
sorry, but I
doing
think it's
this.
fun to do this to you.
I've got Rick O'Connell and Kim Possible. They both can fight,
Mm-hmm,
and Nick Fury can as well. If the subject calls for it, I need more suave on the team.
And
though.
you didn't
I
think
need
of
more...
Pistachio?
I did have Pistachio down as an informant as well. Here's why. Kind of like Donkey, he's an idiot. So who's going to suspect that this total moron is actually a
Is
spy?
actually a spy? That's fair.
And he is, Rachel, a master of disguise. And that is something that might be needed here on a spy team, is to have a master of disguise.
Of course.
And who better than the master of disguise?
Right, yes.
Ultimately, I am going to go with Jeff Winger. Jeff Winger.
He's going to be such a
On my
dick.
spy
Nick
team.
Fury's going to be yelling at him constantly.
I just want the scene of Jeff Winger and Tony Stark going to blows because they're just being snarky with each other. I like
And
that.
Nick is just in the background
concept.
shaking his head, going, "This is a migraine." What was I thinking?
Okay, so now
I was going to say
have-
earlier, I was surprised because you were talking about somebody who could handle spies. Did you pick somebody who could handle spies?
No, I need a handler.
Oh, no. No, I mean like bring them in, bring the spy in themselves.
Oh, the spy catcher? No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Unless you count Nick Fury or Kim
I didn't know if
Possible,
you
like, both
wanted
of them
me to
could
give
do
you.
it.
I had somebody that I thought you were going to pick. I was just going to say it.
Who?
'cause I was
No,
like,
go
fuck
ahead, say it.
The professor. They trusted
The-
him. The spy.
The assassin.
The assassin
from
from
Bourne?
Bourne. Like, I know he gets murdered, but look. Like,
That's true. That is his job. His job
but
is
his
to
job
go
was
after the...
yeah, and like he was
Yeah.
doing a really good job because he is pretty much second to only Jason Bourne.
True.
But that's why I was like, I'm
Um,
surprised he's not doing the professor. Like, he hasn't said it. I'm like, it's got to be the professor, and then it wasn't.
No.
Do you notice how like I
got-
love how I'm just like you see how I actually was going through this list and coming up with them for like I was like I'm actually felt really good about my list because I was just like this person could do this. And
So I've got 3 spies on the team. I am allowed a 4th.
we
I'm
each have
actually,
3 now.
So this is my final pick of the main team. I'm between 3 different people, Rachel.
Okay.
I am between Black Widow, the Terminator, and Annie Edison.
very
So-
different choices among those three that you just said. Very odd.
Agreed. Now, if I take Black Widow, I really beef up my ability
You
to
do.
handle ourselves in the field. That's what she would give me. She would also give me a lot of sexual tension on the team because I've got some hotties here with Rick O'Connell, Jeff Winger. You'd have Black Widow. You got Eve Kendall.
It's all fair,
I mean,
though.
there's sexual tension all across
Curves
the board.
all in the right places.
100. Oh, curves everywhere in all the right places with this team. Tangina, you kidding me with her curves?
She's great. How could you not look?
Annie Edison gives me the same sexual tension, but I think she could also work as a handler.
Mm-hmm.
She's so damn anal
She is.
that you can really have her be a good
Second in
handler.
command to Fury here.
To Nick Fury. Oh my
Yeah.
God, everything would be very organized. Talk about an upgrade from Maria Hill.
Yes.
You got Annie Edison on the team.
He asks for
So I'm
something,
kinda-
she already has 3 things ahead of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of leaning there. And then I think about the Terminator, who I think is an ultimate spy catcher. And with
that's
Tony,
a wild card. You want to talk about a wild card, though.
That's true. And with Tony Stark there, I think we could program him to go after the right we might not even have to do anything. We might be all sitting around playing cards while the Terminator does all of our
Wow,
jobs.
interesting.
Ultimately,
almost
though,
like oh my God, what is the character you hate? Not
Vision?
No, not Vision.
Ultron?
Ultron. Almost Ultron-ish, if you think about it, though, with the Terminator.
Yeah, would it backfire?
Would it
Would we
backfire,
not be able
or would
to,
it be okay?
Yeah. Because Tony would want to beef the thing up with like way more intelligence than it needs, and then
Probably.
it would like probably screw us over or whatever. So for me, it really is between: do I want more ability to fight and take down bad guys, or do I need someone to keep this fucking team organized and structured and handle these spies? And do I want another character from Community? Because Leslie Knope potentially could do the same thing.
Oh my God, Leslie Knope. Out of left field here with Leslie Knope.
Now, we've only done season 1 of Parks and Recreation.
Yes, but she's
Leslie's
already
a little bumbling, but she is, and not very organized, but she is dedicated to the job.
She's got that passion.
kind of a, she's got a lot of Nicolette from Jason Bourne in her.
Yes.
She could definitely do that type of role.
She has the passion and energy and creativity that I think you might be looking for.
And it might tone down the amount of sex that's being had on the team if I take Leslie over Annie Edison.
Or it just goes up tenfold. I don't know.
That's
It's
also
one way or
possible.
the other.
Here's the problem with both of them. They're a little love-struck.
They are.
They're a little love-struck.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, like we were talking about with all of the superheroes, everybody's horny. Everybody's always going after each other. Same thing with
But
North
she
by
would-
Northwest. Same thing with every damned thing here. James Bond. We have
True.
so you gotta have
yeah,
a
no,
little bit
yes.
of that sexual tension
That's true.
to give them drive and energy.
So even though I think that she would drive them nuts a bit.
that's
She
that's
is
possible.
so organized. She would have dossiers for days for my team.
Absolutely.
And the intelligence would just be so good. I think Rick and Kim Possible and Nick Fury can all handle the ground field work, combat work, if you will. I am going to go with Leslie Knope.
Just very excited. This is very
Leslie Knope.
exciting.
She's a spy. She's a good spy.
Nope for spy.
We have to tamper down her enthusiasm a bit, but I think Nick can shout at her and she'll shut up.
a bit. He's a bit of a Ron Swanson, I think, to her Leslie Knope.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's same dynamic, very similar
Right.
dynamic. So my 8 team members here on my spy team are Rick O'Connell, Tangina, Leslie Knope, Tony Stark, Jeff Winger, Eve Kendall, Kim Possible, and the incomparable Nicholas Fury. Rachel, that's my 8 spy members. Good luck getting away from those characters in any mission that you could come up with. But who is your final?
Well, okay, so I still get a spy. I have a spy left.
You still have a spy.
I have a spy
Yeah, I
slot
didn't even
left.
take 4. And
And I kind of want to go for a 4th spy.
Rachel's dog has entered the room. He's bad at spying.
He just likes to sleep.
I was thinking more of like I've only ever seen him, like the best you can think of is him treeing a squirrel, and it's
Oh,
like
God,
you do not do the best job.
All right, I think I am gonna go with this person. I put them on there, thinking sometimes you need a little bit more lightheartedness. Now we do have Donatello, a bit lighthearted, but he is still kind of more the brain when it comes to the Ninja Turtles. You know, so he does have fun, he does have a laugh, but I kind of wanted another one that could work off of each other, who could work well in a team, who works well under a leader, has a great power and great responsibility, could wrap things up if necessary. So
in a neat little package.
So I think I'm going to go with my 8th pick of Spider-Man.
Interesting. Spider-Man is going to be your spy
Yeah.
pick.
I think
Okay.
so. I think he works well under people.
He gives you a little humor.
Little
He gives you a
humor.
little.
Yeah.
He won't shut the hell up either. That's part of his problem.
Yeah, that is kind of part of his problem. But I was also kind of thinking of him as impersonating Ethan Hunt and doing the dun 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 and like swebbing down for some reason. That was going through my head.
Yes.
So
He would have had that done tenfold faster than
Exactly.
Ethan was able.
He wouldn't
to.
even have to go in the room. So
He would have just literally climbed down the
Web
wall.
sling.
He wouldn't have even had to web the
Done.
thing. All right, so Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
is Rachel's final 8th pick. I had Daredevil as a possibility from Secret War, and Wolverine
all right.
as possibilities, and Cap. Cap and Black Widow, I think, are the obvious ones. I think both of them are very, very good spies. Wolverine and Spider-Man, I thought you could use in interesting ways.
Right.
For sure.
And I'm kind of
if-
counting him as a newbie only because in Secret
Sure.
War he is kind of a newbie to
Yeah.
the infiltration
Absolutely.
kind of stuff as well. So I just kind of feel
I
like
would agree.
he has the structure with the other people there that can teach him the ways of being a spy.
That brings us to our 8 team members in total. I will tell you who. Well, okay. We have the option here, Rachel. Mm-hmm. Do we want to select a double agent who would be on the team and then turn on the team, and then that's the villain for our
villain.
spy team? So do you want to select
I
who would
suppose
be
we
your
could.
double agent?
We could potentially do this.
We've done that before. Like when we did the superhero team, we selected like who would their arch nemesis be.
So I have a few ideas for this. You took my Fury because I figured Nick Fury is a kind of
Sure.
a fun one because I feel that like everybody would become pissed off at him and then go after him if necessary.
Yeah, no,
Just
that's
like
true.
what happens in Secret War almost.
You can't take Sam, Clover, and Alex.
I can't. Yeah, you can't take the full team there, right? That'd
No.
be kind of a fun one though. I can't take a spy though, right? For my double agent because I don't have a spy slot.
No, technically not, because Spider-Man was from Summer of Spies.
Right. So I don't have a spy slot left. It could be Terminator, right?
It could be.
It could
that
be.
that would have worked for me if I would have taken him.
It
yeah.
could have been really good as a double. We're not picking from our list, right? We're picking from like a new person.
A new person. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it could be Terminator. It could be Thunderbolt Ross. You know, he might come
Thunderbolt
in
Ross
as
would be a
like
good
the
one.
leader, but then he turns.
He would be
on
the leader and
everybody.
then turn. Yeah, I
So
like that idea.
could be a really interesting one.
Otter.
You just keep trying to bring Animal House into this, and Animal House does not need to be in on this.
I was close to picking Bluto. Bluto just doing the little like prance around
know,
the field. That's all I was thinking.
Oh my god. We could have like somebody like Dr. No, Mr. X.
Mr. X, yeah.
These are characters that are leaders and powerful, and I feel like
Yeah, then they become the
might
villain
turn.
for the team.
Right.
Yeah.
My other thought, and this one might be kind of out of left field, but the thing is like it's one of those characters where they might do the right thing, but they are always in it for themselves. And if I picked them, it's like, well, they could become a double agent. They could turn on my team, and I feel like Shrek would do that. Absolutely.
Sure.
And if we're thinking like
Shrek's a dick.
Shrek's a dick.
We know.
Yeah, so I feel like it would work. My only other thought would be Emotep, and that's only because he does.
No one can understand him
does
because he only
turn.
speaks ancient Egyptian. But you do have Evie.
I have Evie,
So.
but he does turn on his own pharaoh, so he does kind of have that in him to just
does
be, a double agent.
I
can
like
either
the
go-
Thunderbolt Ross idea.
I know, I kinda
think
liked the
that one
Thunderbolt
works
Ross.
really well.
I think
'Cause
I
you
might
don't
end
have
up going
like
with that.
your team doesn't have like Lloyd is as close as it gets.
Lloyd is as close as it
but
gets.
You
So-
don't have a guy that would like be the mission control.
That's true. That is very true. So maybe I need a mission control, and it's kind of that Nick Fury energy that I was going to go for anyways. So I think I'm going to go with Thunderbolt Ross as my double agent because he just lets it all go to his head.
Yeah, he becomes.
He's that power.
He becomes
power hungry.
That's right.
And I find
Clearly
it
he
interesting
would-
because it is like Lloyd does work for his government, and so now you have we have Thunderbolt Ross, who is kind of the government head here in the thought
And
process.
I could definitely see Jason Bourne and Lloyd finding out that he's like doing something nefarious. Donatello might stumble upon it or something. Catwoman doesn't trust him.
Never has.
There's a lot there. There's a lot there
Right.
that you could work with for sure. Okay, Thunderbolt Ross for Rachel as the double agent.
I love my team because it's so diverse. It feels that way, at least.
I have 3 potential ones for me, Rachel.
Okay, go on.
So the obvious one is Obadiah Stane because he literally was.
Ooh, yes, of course.
And then it would have the connection with Tony on the team.
Of course, yes.
Bret Hart,
Oh, okay.
because he
all
literally
right.
did turn
He did.
at WrestleMania 13.
We had a heel turn.
Seeing him have a heel turn, and he could just be in the field and be like, I'm so sick of this. I'm turning on all of you.
That's true.
But as we'll learn
And he
in
is a
future
hitman.
episodes of...
So
He is a hitman. Dear Lord. He might be taken out by my team too quickly, though. Although, not necessarily.
not necessarily. He's too sexy. And Tangina and Eve, and what's her name? I can't think of her name now.
Eve Kendall.
Eve, and they might have difficulties with that. Leslie? Oh, Leslie. Oh, poor Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie would be all over that. I had another one. Who was my third one? It wasn't Pistachio.
I thought maybe you were gonna do another spy because you could.
Oh, okay. Now I remember.
Okay.
One of the other ones that I was thinking, but you can't do because he hasn't turned into a villain yet. But in future episodes of Shelf Life, maybe future fantasy drafts, you could use Pierce Hawthorne. Could be a double agent because he definitely, even in the first 6 episodes, he seems like a guy that would turn.
He does.
Ultimately, I like the idea of Bret Hart. Ultimately, the right answer is Harvey Dent. Harvey
Going
Dent
back to
is
Harvey
the
Dent.
double agent.
I love it.
Because he literally does turn just like Bret Hart.
Yes.
But I think he'd be more formidable than Bret Hart, even though Bret
Truly.
Hart is a hitman. I think that he knows how to manipulate, and he would screw over my team, I think, in a more
Detrimental way.
nefarious way.
Oh, that-
yes,
yes.
mental way. Yes, definitely. Like they would feel that hurt a lot with Harvey Dent. Even though Bret Hart was the hero, I think that Harvey Dent would also be the hurt. So I'm gonna say that my double agent is Harvey Dent.
I like it.
Although I do like the idea of Bret Hart becoming a supervillain.
Yes.
Trying to take down America. And I almost want to do that. I almost want them to team up. I almost want Harvey Dent and Bret Hart to be like
a duo.
A duo, yeah, that just screws over the team. In fact, I'm going to say that. It's Bret Hart and Harvey Dent. They screw over the team.
Locking it in. Can mine be
because
Thunderbolt and Shrek then?
Yes, 100%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's like the Hulk, but
because-
it's not quite the Hulk. Shrek.
Yeah, he's fine with Shrek because Shrek's intelligent. He can control Shrek.
That's right.
Shrek was born that way.
He was molded
I like
by
the
it.
idea of Hart being in the field and Harvey Dent being like he works with Jeff Winger to do like a lot of the influencing stuff.
Ooh,
and
fair. I like
they
that.
turn on the team.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Wow, that is the end
Ooh.
of the Shelf Life Fantasy Draft. The final pick there. The commissioner is going back up to the podium, so let's listen into him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for coming and enjoying the 4th annual Shelf Life Fantasy Draft. Here
Draft.
with the final pick with the jersey for Mr. Irrelevant. Oh my God!
Oh my
Harvey Dent just
God.
shot the commissioner. Oh my God! I guess he did not. He did not want that jersey. Oh, now when Bret Hart is putting him in the sharpshooter.
Oh no.
This is awful. Oh my God! Son of a bitch! I can't believe this is happening. They're turning on their own team. My God! There. Now it fits.
Beautiful.
Now we got it all working. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You haven't heard the last of the commissioner because we're going to do this every year as long as Shelf Life is on the air. By God. Rachel, please run down your spy team, your final spy team.
I mean, JR would have been a great character to be a part of a spy team. I'm just saying. But now I kind of like him as the commissioner. He should just be the commissioner from now on. Is JR now?
Oh, JR is now the
JR is
the
now
new
the commissioner.
Okay,
He-
that's
he-
fine. We can
he
make that
stood
canon
up.
to the Shelf Life world.
That's right.
That's fine.
What am I doing now? What am I supposed to do? I'm
You're
sorry.
running your team. Run down your team,
Okay.
your spy team. What is going on? What is happening?
I have Lloyd Forger, Catwoman, Shigo, Jarvis, Evie, Jason Bourne, Donatello, Spider-Man, and our double agent, Thunderbolt Ross.
Excellent. My
Say
team.
what a team.
Yeah.
I
what
like
a
my
team.
team. I think that's actually a pretty strong team.
Mine is Nick Fury, Rick O'Connell, Tangina, Tony Stark, Eve Kendall, Kim Possible, Jeff Winger, and turning on the team will be Harvey Dent, possibly with Bret Hart as an assist. He's the muscle that Harvey Dent hires.
You truly have a very sexy team.
That is a sexy team.
That is a sexy team.
They are getting up to so many adventures. That's a team and a half.
Shenanigans to be had.
This team is too sexy. My God. Yeah, folks at home, let us know what you think of those teams, because that's a sexy team. I didn't even mention Kim Possible, I don't think. Did I forget to?
I don't know
No, I
who
did.
you said. I wasn't listening to everybody. I knew who they are. I don't know who you
Nick
said
Fury,
just
Kim Possible, Eve Kendall, Jeff Winger, Tony Stark, Leslie Knope, Tangina, Harvey Dent, Rick O'Connell. Yeah, that is a sexy team.
That is a
Good
sexy
luck.
team.
Good luck trying not to get seduced by that spy team, folks.
Everybody's just going to be
Every
confused.
single one of them. Mm-hmm. You're lucky if Kim Possible shows up because you're like, well, she's a high schooler. That's your only chance.
Your only chance.
Anyway, that is the end of the fantasy draft. Rachel, did you have fun? Folks at
I
home,
had a
did you
lot of
have fun?
I hope they had fun. I had fun. It's great.
Yeah, this is the conclusion of the Summer of Spies.
true
Obviously, we'll
conclusion.
probably do it again because we have a lot more subjects to cover
Absolutely.
when it comes to spies. Be on the lookout for Volume 7. It'll be in the fall, the introduction, and then all of our...
Get ready for that.
Get
ready for 7.
We've got some fun stuff coming up in 7. Some magic and murder is what
Magic,
we're thinking
murder,
with
and
this one.
mayhem.
Magic, murder, mayhem, and the number 7. That's all. That's all I'll say about it for now. But there might be some hints as to what we'll be covering if you subscribe to our socials, like our Instagram, our Blue Sky, TikTok. There might be some hints as to what might be coming down the line before the volume drops. Say that.
We love a good hint and
Love a good hint. Yes.
yes.
Rachel, your thoughts about any advice for people doing fantasy drafts, real fantasy drafts in the upcoming days?
Don't take too many. You don't need a backup kicker right away.
You don't need a backup kicker, period.
No,
I
you
hate
don't
when
really
people
need
take
one.
backup kickers.
Just
I mean,
drop
it's
and
fine
pick
for
up
me.
that
Like,
week. It's
I don't
fine.
care. Go ahead, take a backup kicker. I always wait till the very last pick, and I always end up with some shitty kicker. But that's because
That's true. You really do. You gotta
I
at
do
least
always end
pick
up
it
with a shitty kicker.
a little earlier than Kevin would. But you don't need a second.
And don't play quarterback chicken with the rest of your league.
Never do that. You really screw yourself over.
Rachel has physically, literally yelled at
I
me.
yelled at him
and
in a draft.
and my friend because we were playing quarterback chicken, and like everyone else had a quarterback and, like,
a
we
backup
refused.
quarterback.
And then people were like, "Fine, fuck it, we're taking backup quarterbacks,"
Yes.
and we were like still doing it. Yeah.
It's driving me
Rachel
nuts.
was like, Kevin, you're going to fuck yourself over, and I wouldn't do it.
Ridiculous.
I stopped doing that. That's not my strategy anymore.
I'm glad.
It happens every once in a while. I did play quarterback chicken last year a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And free agency is your friend, folks. I picked up Sam Darnold in free agency last year. He got me
Rookies
to the
can be
championship
fun.
game.
A little risky, but fun.
Our dad picked Baker Mayfield with like his second to last pick. I picked Baker Mayfield with my last pick in a best ball draft, and I think he won me that league. So all good stuff. Fantasy football, fantasy drafting is fun, and that's why we do it here at Shelf Life with our characters. Somehow, some way, Rachel and I have figured out how to incorporate that, and it actually makes sense. And hopefully it's entertaining for you. Definitely rate, review the show.
And if you have
this is your first
your
time.
own spy team from our subjects, let us know what your
Yeah.
spy team turned
Do it
out
at
to
home
be.
with
I
your
would
friends.
love to
Let
see
us know
it.
what you come up with. Yeah, absolutely. Make your draft boards. Have fun with it. It's a good time. But yes, until next time, remember to rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff for Volume 7 when it'll be coming out. And be on the lookout for it because now that the summer's over, football is starting, winter is coming. Until next time, I have been Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this has been the 4th annual Shelf Life Fantasy Draft.